Today on the channel, I lay down my shield for just 1 second for WWE Greatest Hits Series 7, Seth Rollins.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Greatest Hits Series 7 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Seth Rollins Shield Edition. But for all your Seth Rollins needs and a whole lot more, head over to Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Gotta get a deal out there. And of course, Seth Rollins, no stranger to the elite lines, but man, oh man, it's crazy how far he's come when you look at him in this SWAT gear to what he wears on Raw nowadays. Absolutely wild transformation. And of course, I was just in his hometown about a week ago, so a good friend of the channel, Seth Rollins, we're going to call him at this point here. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. And I mentioned his Shield run, of course, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose in the Shield. What? Oh, Todd McFarlane from the couch coming tonight. Yes, Todd? Oh, Todd McFarlane says, don't forget Kurt Angle, member of the Shield. Probably the best member. Yeah, you're probably right, Todd McFarlane. But of course, the Shield, quite the group. We remember really kicking off the careers of those three future Hall of Famers, I guess you could say, in a lot of ways. I don't doubt it at all, but very, very cool to get this one back again. I don't think we're going to get Dean Ambrose re-released anytime soon, but wouldn't be shocked to see more Romans from the Shield stuff, as it feels like a lifetime ago. And truly, in wrestling life, it does feel like a lifetime. Now, this Greatest Hits is a re-release. However, this is one of the ones that are probably better as some of these re-releases, as the head sculpt on this one is miles ahead of the last one, and we'll compare that later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. But let's dive into it. See what's going on with old Seth Rollins. Looks like he's got a table with him as well, so that's cool to see. WWE logo, Greatest Hits Series 7, Seth Rollins, glamour shot. Let the light in, of course, Elite WWE, 8 and up on here. Seth Rollins on the side, looking very stoic, like somebody shot his dog or something. Certified authentic, so grandmas don't get confused. Elite, Seth Rollins. Then on the back, we got the cross-sell down below, looking very good on the cross-sell, of course. You do get the blurb, you do get the tail of tape, you do get the glamour shot. Let's see what it says about Seth Rollins. From Davenport, Iowa, height 6'1", I'm not so sure about that. Weight 225 pounds, finisher, that dreaded stomp. Sierra, Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta. Oh, there it is. Before he was the visionary, Seth Rollins was the architect of the unbeatable Hounds of Justice, known as the Shield. Career highlights: World Heavyweight Champion, Universal Champion, WWE Champion. So like I said, future Hall of Famer for sure. We're throwing things around. See you later, goodbye. Now we do get a table here. It's a breakaway table as well. We don't get as many tables as we once did. From the Vault series, we did get Dudley Boy tables. But we don't get a ton of tables. And these are very important to those kids that are players out there, let me tell you. But we do get that off to the side, ready to go. But now we got old Seth Rollins here. We got extra hands, and we got some twist ties going on for him. But looking pretty good in the packaging here. So we're going to pull everything out. We're going to dive in. We're going to see what's going on. And we're going to see how this Seth Rollins is. And as I always say, we're going to make him as different as possible from the last one, which is not going to be very hard to do because the head is so different on this one compared to the old one. But I will make sure I obviously put different hands on here just to give it a little extra flavor. You got to give as much flavor as you can. Nobody likes just plain Jane food, I don't think. But there it is. See you later. Goodbye. We got twist ties all over. Let's clean up our mess. My grandma would always say, Kyle, clean up your mess. And let's start with the hands on old Seth Rollins here. So he does got the magical, maniacal, mystical hands. The Randy Orton hands. Got the splayed out hands. Of course, black gloves throughout on this one here. So we do have that. And then we get your traditional gripping hands. So choose your own hand adventure. 2 Fists of Fury right out of the package as well. So, of course, the original version of this one didn't have swappable hands, as we know. But diving into this one, let's see what's going on now. First big issue I have with this one, I do prefer this head sculpt over the last one, I'll say that. But just the way this body is with the SWAT vest and then his hair with the 3 kind of strands going on, it's giving him the look like this. So he's looking like this. He's just going around. He's got no neck. He's looking down at all times. So that kind of sucks, I would say. This makes his figure look a little strange. He's just always kind of looking down, where you want him looking forward, maybe even a little bit up, but not down. You don't want him looking down, but that's where he's going to be stuck, looking down. Besides that, looks like Seth Rollins. Got those nice white teeth on him. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Looking good. Mentioned the hair on this one. No blonde in the hair for this. Of course, he did get away from that. It went straight black for this one here. But looks good in the head sculpt department. A major, major improvement. You got the SWAT vest over the top, full of pockets. What's he storing in those pockets? It's a mystery. Who knows? Very similar to Evolution. It's a mystery just like that. Black painted on shirt underneath. You got a little bit of that coming on the shoulders. Then you got the bare arms on here, down to the glove-fisted hands, of course. Then he's got those very tactical SWAT pants, black pants all the way down here. Got the pockets throughout on those. And then you get down to the ankles and the boots down here. Now, the ankles do have that new ankle articulation, but we've seen that a lot lately, as those ankles are fairly loose. You can move them back and forth just with the slightest touch. And for me, it seems to be the left ankle. So I don't know. It's really weird. We've had issues with the right hip, and we've had issues with the left ankle. I don't know if it's just the luck of the draw for me, or if you're having those same issues as well. It is what it is, as we keep fighting Vietnam. Vietnam, we're in the war of a lifetime. I don't think there's ever been a bigger war in Vietnam. What? Tom McFarland said there hasn't been. I don't know. Maybe. I guess we'll have to look at it. We'll do some history research if anything else ever happened in Vietnam. I don't know. I better ask my father-in-law. But it does say made in Vietnam on here. Arms do go all the way around right there. Bicep cut. Double jointed. Pinless elbows. Hands back and forth side to side. Head back and forth side to side. Head removable. Boy, look at that. Even at that long neck on him, you still have that look down. So that's wild to me, but it is really the hair, especially the back of the hair kind of protruding him forward a little bit. Actually, pulling that off like that, I think I got it a little bit better, so maybe I can walk that back just a little bit there. Still does lean a little bit, but not as bad as it did. I think I just had that peg kind of stuck, so it's free. It's a little looser in the head now, which isn't good, but I think I got that a little better. So we'll walk it back a little bit. Ab crunch, pretty much worthless on this one with the tactical vest. Waist back and forth. Should mention you can't take the vest off. I mean, you can. I just don't think you're ever going to get it back on is what would happen. Legs split out. No issues on that right hip, so I like to see that. Leg does go up. Maybe not a ton, but at least it goes up. Thigh cut, double jointed, pin knees. Pin knees, yes, you heard it. Boot cut, ankles back and forth side to side. So our usual articulation here with the architect, before the architect. He was just building stick houses at this time, I guess. He does fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. But I did talk about that original version of Seth looking pretty rough over here. Of course, obviously the pin joints going on, and then the old school kind of head sculpts for this. Not the best kind of head sculpts, of course. But definitely an interesting twosome here of Seth Rollins. Much, much improved, and that's what they're going for with these greatest hits. They want to bring old characters back that have a little meat on the bone, which equals sales, of course, is meat on the bone. So you want to get a Seth Rollins like this out and then give it some improvements along the way. And definitely improvements with the interchangeable hands. You do get a way better head sculpt on here. You get kind of pinless joints, or at least half of the way pinless joints. So it is a much improved figure with this new greatest hit. So it could be worth a pickup if you need an updated version of Seth Rollins from the Shield era in your collection. But there it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is this one worth a pickup to you? A pass? Let me know in the comments down below. And you made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Your best way to support the channel. Tons of stuff going on every single day. Don't forget Pro Wrestling Tees. Search Kyle Peterson. SirPaul64 on the X. The _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. Instagram. Now on TikTok. And my book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstar Series, coming up on the year anniversary of the book. Can you believe that? Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and digitally. Check it out if you have not. So for Seth Rollins, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.